There's a quiet revolution happening in business right now, and it's not about buying the next big piece of software. It's about building your own. So today, we're going to dig into why so many smart companies are starting to ditch those expensive one-size-fits-all tools and create their own custom AI solutions instead.
It really all starts with a number. So many businesses are trying to juggle a ton of different software subscriptions, right? And for a lot of them, those costs have just ballooned. We're talking over $3,000 a month. You add up all the per-user fees, the integrations that never quite work, and what started out as a simple convenience turns into this massive hole in your budget.
And that really leads to this critical question you have to ask yourself. Think about your own workflow. Are all those subscriptions actually making you faster and more efficient? Or are you spending more and more of your time and your money just trying to duct tape them all together to get them to do what you need? Okay, so let's talk about the hidden cost of all this software as a service, or SaaS. That pay-per-user, per-month model. It sounds great at first, but man, does it create some serious problems down the road.
Fast forward to today, and you can really see the cracks starting to show. Businesses are waking up and realizing their most important data is scattered across like a dozen different apps. Trying to make them talk to each other is a total technical nightmare. And instead of speeding things up, this software sprawl is actually slowing everything down. And this gets to what a lot of people are calling the SaaS trap. See, the promise was always that it's easy, it's convenient, it'll scale with you. But the reality for so many people, it's just expensive, your data is all over the place, and you're locked into these vendors who basically control your entire workflow. But what if there was a different way? Well, that's where the custom AI alternative comes in. And this is a huge shift in mindset, really. It's about going from just endlessly spending money on tools to actually controlling them. So what are we even talking about here? Custom AI tools? Well, think of them like this. Instead of buying a suit off the rack, you're getting one custom tailored. These are tools built from the ground up, specifically for how you work. They use powerful AI engines, the brains behind it all, like GPT. And the best part is they're often built on open source stuff. The whole goal is just to automate the exact tasks that drive your team crazy. And when you put the two models side by side, the difference is it's night and day. With SaaS, you're stuck with high monthly bills and you can't really change anything. With custom AI, your long-term cost is way lower, the workflows are built exactly for you, and this is a big one. You actually own and control your own data. Now, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds super complicated and expensive. But honestly, the process is a lot more straightforward than you'd think. Let's walk through the simple playbook that smart businesses are using to get this done.
It really just boils down to 3 simple steps. First, you just find one single repetitive task that's eating up a ton of time and money. Second, you use existing AI tools and these really user-friendly low-code platforms. You don't need a massive team of developers for this. And third, you just create a simple little AI agent to handle that one task. That's it.
Let's make this real. Check out this example. A company built its own AI just to qualify sales leads. The results were just incredible. They replaced a tool that was costing them $400 a month with their own solution that costs just $50 a month to host, and it saves their sales team more than 10 hours of boring manual work every single week. The benefits here are just massive, and you see them almost immediately. So let's break down the tangible payoff of building your own tools, because it shows up in some really powerful ways. First off, the cost savings. They're just astronomical. In that lead qualifier example we just saw, the company cut its costs for that one task by almost 90%. That's not just a small improvement. That is a complete game changer for their budget. And second, it makes your whole operation so much more efficient. There was this e-commerce brand, right? They built a custom AI to manage their inventory, and they were able to cut product waste by a staggering 22%. Just by knowing what they needed in real time. And third, it can totally transform your core business functions. A startup built their own internal AI support bot, and guess what? They cut their overall customer support costs by 40%, and their response times actually got better. So look, the bottom line is this goes way beyond just saving a few dollars. This is about building a real competitive advantage. You get insane cost efficiency because you're done with per-user fees. You get rock-solid data security because all your info stays in-house. And you get perfect customization. All of that together gives you an edge that your competitors, they just can't buy off a shelf. All right, so you're probably asking the big question.
Is this actually the right move for my business? It's a strategic decision, so let's figure out how you can make that call. Here's the thing. The answer for most companies isn't to just throw out all their software tomorrow. The really smart approach is a hybrid model. You keep the reliable SaaS tools for core stuff, like email or accounting, but then you build custom AI to handle those unique, high-value tasks that actually make your business special.
So that begs the question, right? What's the tipping point? When does it actually make financial sense to start building your own thing instead of just signing up for another subscription? Well, here's a really clear, actionable rule of thumb for you. If your total monthly software bill is starting to creep past that $2,000 mark, it's time. It is absolutely time to start having this conversation, because even one small, well-placed internal tool can pay for itself in just a few weeks. And that really is the new mindset. At the end of the day, the future of business isn't about using more and more apps and just hoping they all play nicely together. It's about owning the intelligence that actually drives your business forward. So I'll just leave you with this one final thought. Take a minute and really think about it. What is the single most repetitive, most expensive, most frustrating task in your business right now? Because I promise you, whatever just popped into your head, that is the perfect place to start.